Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Aaron. This is Czar Finance, episode 19, retirement. Now, when it comes to retirement, my best advice to you guys is to start early. Now, you probably are wondering, what is retirement? Well, retirement means you're retiring from the workforce. You're no longer working to gain a check or to earn a check or to earn money. You are earning money and living off money from other means. The money that you've worked, the work that you've done in the past is now supplementing your living expenses now. Okay. Now, when it comes to retirement, retirement is not an age. A lot of people get that misconceived or confused. Retirement, I'm going to turn 62 or 65 or maybe 70 or whatever, and then I can retire. Well, that's not necessarily true. What it is, retirement is based on a number. It's based on how much money do you have to retire, not the age that you're living. So when it comes to retirement, you can retire at the age of 15 if you wanted to. If you have a multi-billion-dollar app that you made and you've got so much money that you don't know what to do with and you don't want to work anymore, you don't have to work anymore. You can claim retirement at age 16 if you want to. It doesn't really matter. So remember, retirement is a number, not an age, okay? So when it comes to retirement, you want to think about some things, or actually, let's say when we start getting started with retirement and working in the workforce right now, you want to consider the options that you have at your employer's place of where you're working at. You want to ask them, do they have a 401k? Do they have a 403b? Do they have a 457 plan? Do they have traditional IRAs? Do they have Roth IRAs? Do they have stocks, bonds, mutual funds? Do they have Social Security? Do they have maybe a plan that they're offering for you guys? So in order to find this information, you should ask your employer right off the bat, when getting hiring, do you offer some of these retirement plans up front? Ask them, do you guys have a retirement package? If you're not sure where to go with this information, I suggest that you talk to a financial advisor about retirement plans and finding out how you can get involved with one. Maybe you're doing your own retirement plan. Maybe you're not working for an employer, you're self-employed. Maybe you want to take the money that you're earning in and maybe invest it into a 401k or start up your own 401k or a Roth investment, etc. And now I'm going to talk about these investment strategies for retirement in later episodes from here forth, about the different traditional IRA versus the Roth IRA, or the 401k versus the 457 plan or 403b or whatever, just to get you started. But these are some of the basic fundamentals of retirement strategies that you guys should be working with. Now, like I explained to you, retirement is not an age, it's a number. And when it all comes down to your living style. Once you claim retirement and you fill out the paperwork, it's all going to come down to the style that you want to live. Now, if you're living outlandishly, meaning you're buying cars all the time, you're living in a huge house, you have to do this, and that, your utility bills are through the roof, and your income from retirement is only, say, $5,000, and you're living at a $10,000 income, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have to start to either downgrade, or you're going to have to sell some property that you may own. Another way to think about this is live within your means, period. Live within your means. Don't go foolishly spending your money that you've built up throughout the time when you were working, because when your job stops, there's no more large amounts of income that are going to be coming in unless you've started early with retirement savings that will complement or supplement that income later on in life. So if you have $1 million house and you saved and you bought all that stuff when you were, say, the football player, and then when it comes time to retirement and you're no longer the football player and that money that's not coming in of millions of dollars, well, you're going to have a big problem when you only get like maybe $50,000 a month to pay for that $1 million house that has a huge tax bill that's going to start gouging into that. So you want to live within your means, okay? Now, if you are living within your means and you have, say, $5,000 a month coming in and you're getting $10,000 as extra added income, what do you do with the extra income? Well, you can reinvest it into stocks, bonds, mutual funds if you'd like. You can save it. You can do all sorts of stuff with that extra money. You can gift it to somebody. You can, maybe start another account for a child or family member of yours, or significant other. Those are some added extras that you can do with that extra money that might be flowing in. Now, you are required on some of these accounts to take money out at a certain percent. Now, I'll get into that when we talk about the 401ks, the Roths, and all that sort of stuff. Now, every year you are required to put, not required, you are you have an amount that you can put up to in, say, a 401k, for example. In the 401k, or no, Roth IRA, for example, you can put $5,500 a year into a Roth IRA to get that funded. Now, you don't have to, but keep in mind, with your salary that's coming in, you want to make sure that you pay yourself first. Okay, when the check comes in, say of like, I don't know, say $1,000 check comes in, put that money in your savings account, pay your utilities, pay your house, pay your rent or anything like that you may be doing right off the bat, so that way you're covered with the basics. Then any extra income, invest it into maybe stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and then anything else that you may spend on might be for, you know, your own excitement or things like that. But what I'm saying is pay yourself first and try to do it automatic. What I mean automatic is if you don't see it, you won't spend it. So ask your employer to set up an automatic payment to split up your money before you even receive your check, before you even get it on paper. I want you to set up an automatic payment structure for your retirement. And that means I want them to say your net worth is $1,500. Okay, you got $1,500 check that's coming in. Well, before you even get that $1,500 check, they're going to take $200 and they're going to put it into the Roth account. They're going to take another $150 and they're going to put it into the 401k. They're going to take another, I don't know, $150 to put it towards something else. So when you receive your check, you get a $1,000 check, but right off the bat, that $500 has already been invested into your retirement fund right off the bat, and it's set for you for your retirement. And then when you do retire, you will retire with dignity, with a large sum of money every single month for the rest of your life. Now, if you don't have that and you've been saying, I want the $1,500, yeah, that's great, but you need to make sure that you're putting your money aside for yourself and doing your due diligence and making sure that you do put your money aside for yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to live off just your Social Security, and Social Security is not just going to cut it. It's a bare bones, bare minimum way of living. You're going to get $1,000 a month, possibly, and I don't know if you've tried to live on $1,000 a month when you have to pay rent, you're driving around, and you want to go on vacation and eat. Very hard to do. So you don't want to get caught in that predicament. You want to make sure you pay yourself first and then invest in retirement for yourself. You might not see the big picture right now, but trust me, the early bird gets the big nest egg at the end. So you invest now, so it's a temporary pain. You know, you might not have that big check yet, but in the end, it'll be a very big long-term gain. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, on next week's episodes, I'm going to break them down into different compartments. I'm going to talk about the 401ks, the IRAs, and all these other plans and how they work. But my biggest concern to you is get started. Don't be greedy. Put some money aside and start your retirement today. Thanks for watching. My name's Aaron. This is Czar Finance, episode 19, Retirement.